Long-time listener, first-time caller.
Welcome to the Tuck Shop Podcast, everybody. Hey, don't worry, it's just me right now, but David does still exist. He is still alive. He's just lost in a snowbank, and we've sent the search party out to find him. No, he just had some scheduling things. He's been pretty busy getting ready for Pit Day Giving, which is coming up. There'll be some good information starting next week on how you all can help us, and we always appreciate any support along those lines in February. End of February tends to be pretty busy, so you'll see a lot of social media posts and emails and all kind of stuff for it. But it's always good to kind of get that rolling. But until then, we kind of wanted to take a minute to kind of reflect on the week. We've got some cool stuff going on. We survived last week, which was a treat. It was our first actual full week with no snow delay or holiday for a while. Got through that. But, you know, when you look at the calendar here and it's coming up to this weekend being Valentine's Day, certainly didn't want to let that go. We have the Mountain Cat couples getting posted on the social media page. These are folks that have met here at UPJ and share their pictures and their stories with David, and he shares it on the alumni social media. And hopefully you're all subscribed to that, and you're clicking that like and sharing those pictures out because that's always fun. But I want to do something special, and we've kind of done the Sarah and I couple thing and David couple thing, and I'm like, boy, I really need a happy couple that really embrace UPJ. And I'm like, I know the people I can blackmail into coming on the campus and talking to us. So, Jeff and Kristen Cerula. Jeff's on our alumni board.
Yes,
Kristen, get to live with all my and David's social media things and just pass them along to...
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're both out there sharing and doing a lot of that. And
So, welcome.
thank you. Thank you for having us.
First podcast ever?
Yeah.
First ones ever.
Yeah.
Long-time
nice.
listener, first-time caller. One of those.
What's your UPJ backstory, each of you? Because what drew you to UPJ as students first before we kind of get into what you're doing now?
Well, primarily, I was about to graduate high school, and I was not ready to leave my house. So that UPJ was just the perfect choice for me because I could get a university, top-notch education and still live with my parents for 4 more years.
Nice.
So that was, that got me a good head start on life. I graduated without any debt thanks to my parents, and I, that was an amazing first step into adulthood. And then, I did leave. Moved to Pittsburgh for 2 years, and then came back because it's just better here. So, best place to raise a family. So,
What did you major in, Kristen? I never...
Political science.
Poli-sci.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that's a little different than family business.
Oh, on purpose.
Okay. Do you want to do the accounting thing?
No, not even a little bit. No. Math is not my thing.
So you lived through Ray Rabley courses.
Oh, yes.
And I'm trying to think who would have been here around that time. Ray Rabley,
Yeah,
probably Heinisch.
Dr. Alexander Heinisch, yeah.
Yep, Dr. Alexander. Still here.
Fantastic.
I came in this morning. He was doing his 9 a.m. class.
Oh, I get his newsletter every year. So,
Okay,
yeah,
the Federalist Papers.
Yep.
He's very proud of that.
Yeah, yeah. I've always looked forward to it.
Cool. No, I never thought to ask you actually what your major was.
Yeah,
And that's kind of neat.
Yeah, I loved it. I loved my time here. I enjoyed every moment and truly enjoyed getting that degree. So it was great. And then it bolstered me to go into Duquesne to the Paralegal Institute there. So I spent about 2 years there to get my paralegal certification and then moved back here to use it. So
Nice. Because you had actually ended up working with several of the law firms in the area, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. I worked in Pittsburgh. I worked for a litigation firm out there while I was going to school at Duquesne, and then I came back here, and I've worked for Niebauer and Swope in Evansburg right when we got married, and then had our oldest, Madison. I was a stay-at-home mom for 8 years, and then as it turned out, when I was ready to go back to work, they had an opening for me back at Niebauer and Swope. So I went back there. I've been there for over 7 years now. So So yeah, it's been good.
A little different now. Look in the firm, right?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, it's. I mean, I did litigation in Pittsburgh. Now I do estate planning, estate administration, that kind of stuff. It's much better. I did not like litigation. I don't know how people do that all the time. So I like what I do better now.
I love that Greg's now a judge.
Oh, it's. We're so proud of him. We're so proud of him. I got to work with him a little bit when I first started back there in 2018. And then, of course, he became DA at the end of 2019. So I wasn't with him too long, but we're proud of him over at our firm for sure.
It's always fun when people become judge after, like, okay, I have your number because we've golfed and we've.
Oh yeah, he knows pretty much everyone in Cambria County at this point. So.
Yeah. Nope, that's good. Hopefully, I get to golf with him again soon. And not deal with him in the capacity of a judge.
You and me both, yeah.
Greg, if you're listening, just love you, buddy. But Jeff, how about you? What was your UPJ journey like?
A little bit different. I started out actually at Point Park College, and now it's Point Park University in Pittsburgh. And I always loved music videos. Long-time MTV fan, all day, every day. So I was like, that's what I want to do. And then when I started out there, I'm like, this is not for me. This is not my background, creativity and that mindset. I give them a ton of credit. I was like, this is just not meant for me. And fortunately, the guidance counselor out there was really good and really helpful. And I was explaining what I wanted to do. And I said, I want to come back here. I just felt this was the right fit. I've always been, of course, like us, like very loyal to the area and have a lot of ties here and a lot of sentimental value here and family, friends here. So after that first semester, I came back, and she actually helped because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. And she was like, well, why don't you go into business? Because it sounds like you really like math and are good at it. But you didn't want to be a math teacher or professor or something like that. So I came back and started out in business, and it sort of took off from there. I was not necessarily prepared because I look back on myself and I'm like, I didn't really try as hard as I could. And I got kind of a wake-up call when I started out. So I'll always be very appreciative and realize the value of being here because it was the wake-up call I needed. And right away, it's like I learned a lot, but I knew I had to buckle down and take it seriously. And from that, it's like it completely took off. And I think I became smarter, and I learned how to work hard by being here. Had I not had that experience, I'm not sure.
It's that part of learning how to learn.
Yeah, and it's like it had good teachers, even high school and throughout school and stuff like that. But I just never pushed myself, and by coming here and learning how to do that, it's like I really benefited from all that. And my experience here was fantastic. But the only downside is I was so focused on grades all the time that I missed out on everything else. So it's sort of to be part of the alumni board and be up here more and around everybody more. It's been an awesome experience because it's like you get that second time around to be part of something. It's like I look back and I'm like, I absolutely loved my time here. But I really missed out on all these other things I could have done here because I was just so focused on the school end of it.
It's so interesting because the three of us were talking before we started recording about my relationship and being in the office suite here and dealing with that. It mimics. I have more stories related to students as a faculty member now than when I was a student too. Because it was like, come, you cleat, you work, you teach, then you learn, and then you go home.
Yeah.
And you just are so focused on that. I was the exact same way. Yeah. And now, because I'm here and there, I now have like stories about student thit's that I never really quite dealt with.
You could see it more from the outside, and that's how I feel on the board as well. It's you get a different perspective on things, and part of it maybe it's being older a little bit. Maybe it's just kind of looking at things differently. But you kind of appreciate it more because it's not like I have to do this. It's you've got your other responsibilities and stuff, and then you can just kind of enjoy how things transpire up here and how it works.
It really does. So when you went through here, it would have been a business degree with a concentration.
Yes, I have a the concentration in finance.
Okay, finance concentration. Which, for those who aren't quite up to the going to the once a month faculty meetings like I do in business, we now have, you can major in finance or accounting or
That's
marketing versus business with a just a different way of kind of structuring and promoting it.
Sure.
But it's pretty much the same sort of thing. So he was finance.
Yep.
And that kind of makes sense. Like you're saying, if you're good at math and you like it, but don't want to teach or don't want to.
Yeah.
It's a really nice kind of way to go with that.
Yeah.
And what do you do with the finance degree?
I am a internal auditor. I manage all the trust audits at Ameriserve Financial. So kind of everything that happens in the trust world, I sort of oversee that from an auditing perspective, and I love it. Best job I ever had, and once again, it's like so many things tie back to here, and that's one of them. It's like had I not gone the route I had, I wouldn't end up to say I love the job I have. So it's like it's cool how that panned out like that.
It's really neat to kind of put those pieces together, and I try to tell it with the students here and stuff. Like you don't know those pieces that are like, if that thing hadn't happened, like if you hadn't gone to Point Park, would this all have fallen together?
Yeah.
Personally or professionally? And like, maybe not.
That's right. You look back and it's like, yeah, had certain things not played out the way they did. Who knows? Where?
I sit in this seat. I sit in this office. I teach in this department because of a random freshman class I got assigned because you don't get your first schedule. You just kind of, they make it for you.
Yeah. Yep.
Right.
That's just a random thing of...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're in that
if
boat
it would have
too
been something else, who would have known?
Who knows?
Yeah. Just the people you met and come across and how it goes down that path.
It's incredible how that works out sometimes.
It does, isn't
yeah.
it? Pretty neat.
Yep.
And that's kind of a neat. And the fun thing is for anyone who's not the three of us and Sarah, we also attended high school roughly the same time with Kristen, you and I. Jeff, you and I, not only exact same time. I can see your house you grew up in from my house.
Yeah.
That's how we were like neighbors too.
Yeah.
So this goes way back as far as time. How did, because I don't want to lose track of the concept for this week and remind people that Valentine's Day is coming up. How did you guys become a UPJ couple?
Well, it's kind of crazy because we overlapped. He was 2 years ahead of me in high school. Both went to Richland, both came here. So we overlapped 2 years of each of those, and we didn't meet until after he had graduated from here. So I still had 2 years left here whenever we happened to meet. And so he would come up here a lot when I was at class and leave little surprises in my car and just be, and then sometimes we would just hang out on campus between classes. He'd come see me and so he technically wasn't a student anymore, but I still consider us a Mountain Cat couple for sure, because had he not come back here to go to UPJ, we may not have ever crossed paths.
No, because I don't know if what the other option would have been. I would have had to gone somewhere else and maybe
or stayed in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
And then I wasn't out there yet, so we may not have ever crossed paths. So we owe a lot to UPJ in that regard too. Even though our time here didn't overlap when we knew each other, it's why we're together, because had you not come back here, we may never have met.
And because you were still here as a student, it helped to sort of have, because if you had been working too, you could have had that different schedule that we were able to see each other a lot.
Definitely.
Because I would be at work at different times or in the evening at that time, and you would have class off and on during the day. So it's like that's kind of what here's really kept us going in those initial dating phases. And
for sure, yeah.
And it's pretty neat.
It is. It's cool.
See, you should have done what I did and had to go through a couple of orthopedic surgeries and slow down long enough that I'd graduate a year late.
Yeah.
And leave early for a job and have to come back a class at a time.
Oh.
Then you could have graduated together. That was a treat. It sounds like there's a lot of cool things going on. And I've also had the pleasure of helping your clandestine plan to kind of push your daughters to be thinking about
that is the ultimate goal. Yes.
Yes, it is. Yeah, especially as they're getting to those stages and they're getting to that
Our
point
oldest
where,
is a freshman in high school, so we are really starting to seriously talk about that
Like
stuff
2
now.
years away from campus tours.
Crazy.
And,
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's coming on way too fast for sure. But
and if the kids were here, they would tell you flat out when I say anything about college, they know it's UPJ.
the next thing out of Dad's mouth is going to be something about
selling
you.
it
Like
heavily.
you can do that at UPJ.
Because you just think back on what it's, I mean, really, what here has done for us is
Absolutely
amazing.
It shaped the beginning of our lives for sure.
So we're like that's what I always say, like pseudo mountain cat couples, because it's
We didn't date while we
didn't
were both
technically
here.
meet here, but it still is a massive part of our relationship.
Of our story.
I think
for
we
sure.
can stretch David's definition a little bit, because he's often joked with me a little, like, just because Sarah and I were dating prior to starting here together. It's like,
Yeah,
No,
really,
it
dude?
counts.
Like, come on,
It
David.
counts.
yeah, he's got to cut. Yeah, he's got to cut us some.
Yeah,
some slack.
I get it. He's got cred because him and Denise met here physically on the.
Sure,
But
sure.
That's, let's. He could be persnickety a little bit. Apparently, I just use old words.
That's right.
I used that one,
That's
so that's okay.
Yeah.
Do you know, have they, because we talked a little bit about, have they changed what they're kind of looking, leaning towards education-wise? Like, not where to go, but like interest, because I think one was music?
Well, they're both super into music.
Yeah,
They both play instruments and sing,
musicals
and they're-
I see a lot of
yes.
band pictures.
Oh,
and
yeah.
yeah.
Marching band.
Very much into music. Cassidy has no idea. She's our 7th grader, but so that's okay. She doesn't need to know yet.
Yeah.
Madison is really leaning towards more of a communications end of it. Actually, she
she's
wants to
really
do a lot
intrigued
of what we're
by
doing right now.
I
She's
could
super
use
interesting.
a executive producer, so
Yeah.
feel please to send her up, and I will teach her how to edit. and I don't
Podcasting
have
is
to-
something she has
appreciate
brought
that.
up for sure. So,
Yeah.
and it's such a big thing now. So,
So this is going to make her very happy.
yeah,
She's going to listen to mom and dad on the podcast, or is going to be like, I don't want to listen to mom and dad.
Well, yeah. This may bore her because it's us, but you know how teenagers are. But no, this communications right now is what she's leaning towards. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's always something fun, and I talk about it with the student stuff too. Like, you don't know.
No.
You don't know what you get here. We have. You've worked events, Jeff, with us where you
Yeah.
see some graduation, and when we do open houses and stuff, and you see the lines with. I don't mean it in a bad way, but like guidance counselor jobs. I can quickly explain teacher, nurse, engineer. Like, how do I explain geoscientist?
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
5 minutes of talking to like
Yeah.
until
Sure.
you get here and take a class and you're like, oh, that's actually neat. Like,
Yeah.
okay, finance, but what does finance really do day
Right.
in and day out? That's not something that somebody gets exposed to and says,
Right. They see it on the sheet or something, or the information or the website or something when they come in and don't
it's like,
necessarily know what's all involved in that.
yeah.
So that's like that is tough, and especially at those ages, it's tough to like. What do you want to do for the rest of your life?
Right.
And
Like our
it's
daughter is 15,
it's
and the
it's
fact
hard.
that she has to actually think about that to some extent seriously, and that's crazy. She's 15. Like it's nuts that these kids have to, and we did too, have to make this decision at such young ages when most of their life is still very much ahead of them.
Yeah.
So it's a scary decision for sure.
I always tell the first day students when I meet them the first time, I said, if you don't know what you do when I ask you, that's fine. I'm in my 40s. I still don't know what I want to do when I grow up.
Yeah.
You're not alone.
No,
You're
definitely
alone.
not. Definitely
But that's
not.
but that's kind of fun. It has to be exciting. Kind of, what's it going to be like? And
Oh, yeah.
There's so
Yeah.
much here that is still pertinent to our time here as students, but so much different.
It's oh my
Absolutely.
goodness.
When you came around the tour, was there, because it had been a while since you'd both been on campus.
It had,
Yeah.
yeah. Uh-huh.
In detail like that.
Especially at some
Until
of the
we-
buildings and stuff, for
until we had
sure.
taken
It
it
had
away.
been a while, and
Yeah, and certain things and even buildings, but then certain parts of buildings and what's kind of evolved. It's really cool, but different for sure.
And some of the
It's a lot
buildings
different.
weren't even here when we went here. Like
No.
some of them are just that new.
So time frame like 05, 06, 07 time frame would have been no nursing, no chemical engineering. no Muslin Center because that's relatively new purchase. No Willow Hall.
No, yeah. It's crazy how much it's grown just since we've been gone.
Yeah.
20 years.
Yeah, even the last couple years. I mean, how much has evolved it.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's good to see, for sure.
Well, we're trying our best.
Yeah.
But it's really cool to kind of get alumni back and to kind of, especially to the extent that you've both been supportive of everything we've been doing, and Jeff, you stepping up and wanting to be on we try our best to have really good board meetings, and there's a lot of good stuff we do, and there's some things where you just kind of shake your head and you're like, oh, not again.
But it's
still fun.
Yeah, and it's really it's been cool to see everybody on because everybody cares.
Yeah,
and have similar reasons for that, different reasons for that, but everybody, and seeing, like I said, alumni come back and stuff is really cool because some of them may not have been back for a while, and they kind of light up when they see certain things or people, or it's really cool to see.
I have to get you out for one of the tours we do so you could see some of these alumni that just when you see 60-year-old guys just break down crying because they're remembering things, and it's just like, wow, this is
and then,
really meant something.
And they
to them.
see it. It's like because it's like you could see them somewhere and talk about it, but then if they're here seeing it, and I think that's like always something that you emphasize about being on campus.
Yeah,
and it's like there's just something there that really kind of tugs people in the right way.
Well, even like homecoming was really cool this year. I'm glad we got to come up for that.
Yeah.
Because then I was listening to like David and other people tell stories and stuff from their time, and we're all graduated all different times. So it was cool listening to stories from people in different eras about how things were, and that was a very, very fun evening for sure. Yeah.
It's always cool to get them together. We and I'll tell the story. I don't think we talked about it during Winterfest. Dave and I recap. If I did, you get to hear it again. But when we had the alumni room at Winterfest, these older gentlemen came through, and they were just kind of looking at the snacks and stuff, and we're talking, and they said, we're the band that was going to play at like 1 o'clock.
Oh,
and we're like, oh, okay, well, the band's kind of always cool. You guys want to come in and hang out or whatever? And they're like, we want a T-shirt.
Yeah.
Well, they're for alum. And they're like, no, we came here. Some of them were in Johnstown, some of them because they graduated 72, 73, 74. But all these guys were like, yeah, we're back playing on campus. It's really cool. We graduated in the early 70s. And that's kind of like, oh, neat.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it was really, really neat to talk to those guys. And it's what the kind of stuff you get out there. Jeff, I think you've worked, graduation?
Graduation, last year.
What was that like coming back and seeing that spectacle that it has kind of become now?
Yeah, it was special. It was special, and it helped that a few people that knew fairly well were graduating. So then got to see them and sort of have that, just like you were saying earlier, have that perspective of it's such a big day for them. And when I look back, when I was in those shoes, I was in the zone. It was like I was so focused on getting through the day and getting the diploma, and it's like that was such a big deal that now you can enjoy it and see how it is such a big deal for everyone else and everybody, the kids that came up and we were congratulating them and they got their T-shirts like they were officially alumni. It's like it really is something special.
Well, that's good.
And seeing all the families and stuff and everybody that comes back, it was a cool day, and it's like I'll absolutely aim to help out with that as much as I can. Because
you don't have to be on the board to help fold T-shirts, Kristen. You can come and help fold T-shirts.
I would love to. Honestly, I was kind of jealous because he came home that day with the biggest smile on his face. He said that was just so cool to watch. Like he loved seeing it from that perspective. So yeah, I might take you up on that. I think I want to go too.
Fantastic.
You should.
Well, no, you're more than welcome.
I would love it.
We will always take help.
Fantastic. I'm okay at folding shirts, so I can do that.
You do.
It's a lot of fun. It's a really cool event, and anything we do. And I'm real glad that we have upcoming things. Just kind of looking at thinking of the calendar. Pit Day Giving we talked about. There's going to be the Natural Science Reunion with Lisa Bellicella retiring. That's coming up. We have graduation, spring breaks. Spring breaks a month from today starts.
That's coming up quick.
It's quick already. Yeah. It's like that 15 weeks flies.
Sure does.
It really gets going. And then we'll be in summer.
Yeah. Just
be
like
here
that.
before we know it. Doesn't
Just
feel
like
like
that.
it right now, but it'll
No.
be here before we know it.
That sounds pretty good. So I want to thank you both for taking 25 minutes here, so coming up and hanging out a little bit and
Thanks.
Oh, thanks
sharing
for
your
having
story
us.
with the
Yeah, thanks a
That
lot
was
for
really
having
fun.
us.
Thanks
Glad
for
to be
having
here.
us.
Glad
That'd
to be
be
here.
great. Again, anything social media, anything we have for Pit Day giving links will be down in the description. We're going to talk more about that next week, but always keep an eye on that. Link that social media. That David works real hard getting questions out and sharing fun facts about history and old pictures. It's kind of neat to always see something that he digs out. I don't know where he gets everything from, but he's digging deep.
Yeah.
So give him a like and a share on your social media as well. And until then, next week, we hope you have a great Valentine's Day. And again, don't forget, we will talk to you next Wednesday. The Tuck Shop podcast is recorded live on the University of Pittsburgh at Johnstown campus. Update your contact information with us by visiting johnstown.pitt.edu/alumni. Connect with us online via Facebook and LinkedIn, or consider donating to the university at give2, that's giveto.pitt.edu/giveupj.
This has been a production of Quantum Wave Media. Views expressed do not necessarily reflect the opinion of the University of Pittsburgh at Johnstown.